Okay. How many of you have been to Summit? Raise your hand. If you actually experienced Summit. Okay, so just a few of you. Christina, Bela, you haven't gone?
No, I haven't. I've been on other trips during Summit. So this coming Summit, I'm going to be in Mexico. I know. I mean, yeah, it's bittersweet, I guess.
Yeah. Well, one day you'll get there.
I know. I really want to go, especially I wanted to go to New Orleans because I love that place. But yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, the trip for Cancun was supposed to be this year during the time, and then it's postponed. So they're saying it's the same dates, but it's not for sure. Just waiting on that because it's for my cousin's birthday. So it's not really
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there'll be plenty more, but I will say, you guys, I was super bummed, obviously, that Summit was canceled this year, but you know, we're dealing with extraordinary times right now, and none of us were able to experience it. So I will say though, I don't know if you watched any of the virtual Summit. I felt so connected even more to the network watching these events because they did such an incredible job. So the way that Summit is run, it's usually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday is they always have like workouts with the super trainer. So imagine being in an event with like all coaches. I mean, there's like tens and thousands of coaches working out together live with your favorite trainer. I mean, imagine the electricity in the room, on the streets of the city that we're in at 6 a.m. in the morning. Some of us are still a little bit hungover. Some of us could still have alcohol in our system. It's just an experience, okay? So throughout the whole 3 days, you'll be working out with the trainer of your choice. Then we do the super workout on Saturday morning, and that is just, it's fantastic. And then Thursday night is when they have opening ceremony. And did anyone get to listen to Carl? And he talked about all the new programs coming up and products. That just made me cry because I was like, no, I just don't want this. Like, I just wanted to be there. But I feel like they really made us feel connected during this experience. So anyways, I can talk about it all the time. But so Thursday was general session. Friday night, they had the Beachbody Challenge, which is where they have all like people that submit their stories, submit the results, and they pick a male and female winner. And Mike and I watched it on Friday night. And what I really loved about this part is that our kids watched it with us. So they were like, oh my gosh, you got to see their story and see their transformation and then see the winner. And the kids were like on the edge of their seats. And that was really neat that we got to experience it with their kids because then they kind of understood like, wow. And then Madeline's like, Mom, why aren't you not in the Beachbody Challenge? I was like, well, I mean, I did submit, I get a tank. And she's like, oh, that's really cool.
Okay.
But
what's wrong?
the thing about Summit, you guys.
I ate watermelon.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute. Oops, sorry. The thing about Summit is it brings so much momentum into the company, into your business. It brings so much experience into your life. This would have been my 5th Summit. And it gives you so much opportunity. I like to say it refills your tank. You're halfway through the year and you go there and you're just soaking it in and learning how you can go home and continue to impact and change people's lives, right? So I like to say that Summit is like halftime, like in football. You're there, it's half the year's already over. You're meeting of the minds from all over the nation, from the company, whether it's, US, UK, Canada, we're all meeting in one conference center. And we are just there to learn and lean in. And we know that we only have like 2 quarters left of the game to play. Hence, we have 2 quarters left of the year to continue to build our business. So I like to think of it as, and Mike would be so excited to hear that I'm making a reference to football, even though I don't even know how to play the game. But it's a time to collaborate, right? And learn more about what is going on and how you can take things away and apply it to your own business. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel like this year so far has been like, I blinked and it's July 21st. Do you guys agree? So that's going to happen. Like, we're going to blink and it's going to be December 31st. The fact that Madeline has braces on her teeth is inconceivable to me, because I feel like I was just holding her while she was teething, you know? So it's going to go by so fast. So you're probably asking, like, where do we go in the next 2 quarters? They provided so much training for all of us to have during this time. I didn't get to capture a lot of it just because of commitments. But what I love is that we have it all archived and saved for us to go back to and learn, because we have 2 choices. Yeah, 2020 has really sucked. Can I get it? Can I get a yeah? I mean, it has really sucked. But for our company and for our business, you guys, this is our moment. Like, we have so much opportunity to thrive in our business, just with what's going on in these times. And it doesn't mean that we can stop our business because the whole world is stopping. And yeah, you're going to have coaches that are going to be like, oh, it's too hard, or it's not working for me. You know what? The business is hard because you're making it hard. So think about that as you are going into the 3rd, 4th quarter of the year. Feelings are not facts. You just have to keep learning and growing, especially the second half of the year. So for me, like for Summit, every year, here, I'll take an example. I've got tons of these books and I keep them. Every year I take a little book, and this is my Summit book, because all I do is take notes. And usually what I do is I provide a notebook for my coaches in like a little gift basket, so they have a great Summit experience and they can take notes, all the trainings. And you are going to be overwhelmed, but it's a time for you to take a breath, take notes, and take action. And I really encourage all of you, and I'm going to show you how to navigate where the trainings are at so you can have your own Coach Summit experience in your home. So there's, like I said, a lot of the trainings are archived for us. And like I said, I keep saying that, it's up to us to really do something with what they have given us. And that's kind of like how when you leave Summit, like you're going to leave Summit overwhelmed. There's going to be so much training, and it's really up to you to decide, are you going to take action? Are you going to do something with it? Or are you just going to leave it in your notebook to sit there until next Summit? Okay. I don't know about you guys, but when I watched the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony, I felt that Carl was speaking right to me. And that is how most summits are. You hear a top coach, you hear the keynote speaker, and they just bring you in, and it makes you feel like they're talking right to you and you're the only person in the room. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to show you guys how to access these trainings. So the first one, did anyone watch Kendra Hall or Bonnie Engel? What was the other one? I think Jess Dukes and Beachbody Champions. Okay, so those are, I'm going to share my screen with you. So if you go to, hold on. You are not in the Beachbody Champions page, I highly recommend you join that group. So much good information is in there. You know, just updates, announcements. My computer's really slow when I'm Zooming, so just bear with me. All right, so so this is the Beachbody Champions page. If you were to go to the unit section, what they did is in Unit 10, here we go, Summit Week 2020 Better Together. They have all of the trainings, and these would be the trainings that we would hear throughout the day when we were, like, if we were in NOLA at the actual conference center. So here are 5. Kendra Hall, she is the author of Stories That Tell, or what is her oh my God, I'm totally blanking. Sam.
Stories that stick.
Stories That Stick. There we go. She did a training, and then, okay, Bonnie Engel. If you are a new coach and you are really struggling with that voice, we know her. I call her the mean girl, that basically tells you the things that you can't do, that you're not going to have success, that you're not going to lose weight, that you're not going to, whatever. This is the video to watch. Bonnie Engel is going to teach you how to, first of all, be aware of those voices, because sometimes we've heard them over and over and over again that we now believe that they're part of us. She's going to teach you how to break through those. So this training is so good. And then Moira Kusaba did one on how to push for team leader on the road to elite, how to get serious with Success Club with Melissa McAllister. Micah Folsom, I love her. She talks about how to flip that narrative in your head with your business. Mandy Kai, growing your brand on Instagram. If you need help with growing following and trying to figure out how to represent yourself and your brand on Instagram, this would be a great training. The Total Solution with Jess Dukes, and then how to build in the beginning with Angie Belmar. So if you are a brand new coach, I would say even first year, watch Angie Belmar on how you can really build a successful, solid business that first year. So this is where you can access the trainings. These women would be up on stage at Summit giving us these trainings, and we would be feverishly writing notes in our Summit book. So I highly encourage you all to access these trainings, watch them. This could be part of your personal development. This is something that you can listen to while you work out, while you are folding laundry or whatever, while you're driving. This is great training for you. Like, I look at this as like, this is your game plan. We had our halftime, and now we have our game plan. So make sure to just, take action with all of the things that you learn. All right, so that is one part you can get training in. And then the second part, I believe, is in the coach office. Under training, if you go to training library, there should be some training back there too. Let me see, I think it's under event workshops training. So it doesn't look like it's updated yet, but as you scroll down, you can see they have Summit 2019, oh wait, yeah. So they'll have it updated soon. But something else I wanted to talk to you guys about is all the upcoming products and announcements that were also made at Summit. I am so excited for all of this to come. And here is just like a timeline of what is to come for the rest of the year. So in August, did anyone see like all the new programs and products? Yeah, see the training. I was so excited. Okay, so August, I just took some notes on this. August 3rd, they are going to just release a pre and postnatal bar blend type workout program with Elise Joan. It is 42 weeks long, and there's no challenge pack or anything for it. They're just going to add it to Beachbody On Demand. And then September, I thought this was so cool. They're adding I Am cards with meditation. So those I Am cards that Elise released with her program, they're going to have those with actual meditation on Beachbody On Demand. And then new relaxation and meditation channel on Beachbody On Demand. And they're constantly going to be adding to it. So it's not just going to be the same meditation over and over again. They're going to be adding a whole variety of stuff to it. And I love it because this is like a holistic approach to mind, body, soul. And that's like what we focus on as a company. And think about how many people invest in like those expensive apps. Like you spend like $100 a year for those meditation apps. It is all right here for you. And then they're also releasing a 21-day meditation course called Unstressed. And the creator of Unplugged app, I think her name is Suze Schwartz. She's the creator that's going to be also doing this 10-minute long meditation. So I'm really excited for that. So that'll be in September. And then obviously Pumpkin Spice Latte will be released September 2nd. And then November 2nd will be Peppermint Mocha, which is by far my favorite. That's my favorite seasonal Shakeology. October, this program, I was completely blown away. Beachbody just gets so innovative every single like launch. I love to run. I know some of you aren't runners, but you're kind of curious about it. So Idalis Velasquez, I can't pronounce her last name. I didn't know she was a track star. Who knew? She developed this 30-day breakaway running strength training program. It's kind of like a couch to a 5K type program. You do it within 30 days. You first work out in your home with resistance training, and then you take your workout outside. And you could also listen to her, so you can get she can coach you while you're running. It's 30 to 40 minutes, 6 times a week. So, and then you can do a 5K and earn a medal at the end, which I freaking love. And then in winter, oh my gosh, 9-minute Control Freak, Autumn Calabrese new program is going to be released. This will be the big December program that will go into the new year. And what I've heard, and I've been trying to do research, when you think of Control Freak, you may think of, oh, maybe it's more like an 80-day obsession program. I guess it's not. It's supposed to teach you about taking control of your life and really taking control of your nutrition, but not feeling completely restricted. So workouts are 20 to 30 minutes, 5 days a week. There's 3 sections to the workout, which breaks it up into 9 weeks, and it's strength training and Tabata. And basically it's you versus yourself. So this is basically the cliff notes as to what was announced during opening session. And I am like super pumped for all of these programs. You guys, this is like from now until December, look at what our company has provided us with. I mean, they could have easily retreated and been like, oh, we'll just do, annual access challenge packs. And they always have our backs, and they're always coming out with some awesome programs. Okay, so do you guys have any questions about the programs? Unmute yourself if you do. I know Barb Lenda's no challenge pack. The meditation one, I think, is just going to be added a bod. But Control Freak and 30-day breakaway will have a challenge pack option. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So what I want to do is, before we move on, because I wanted to watch 2 of the trainings with you. I watched both of them, and they were dynamite, and I want to watch them again. And I felt the need for you, like you guys may have watched it too, but I feel like it's something that I'm going to rewatch and rewatch and rewatch again. And I think you all should maybe quickly grab a notebook in your house that you have, that you can make that your summit, virtual summit book to start your training. And I think you should also set a deadline for yourself. Like, I'm going to get all the trainings done by this date, because then, like I said, you guys will have your game plan and you'll know how to finish this year strong, because December 31st, man, it's going to be here. And do you want to be where you're at now, or do you have goals that you are still like continuing to set for yourself? So think about it. I guess I feel like with Summit is a time for us to come together as a company. We are there to learn how we can go back to our homes, back to our, challenge groups, back to our clients, and back to the world, and really learn how we can impact their lives. It reminds us about the legacy that we're creating and the ripple effect that we want to leave. So that is why we really need to do the work, right? Okay, so before we do the trainings, there's one last thing I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you about Team Cup, okay? Twice a year, I think it's usually February and August, Beachbody puts on a little healthy competition contest for the coaches. And what it is basically you pair up with 5 other coaches and you work together for the month of August, and your goal is to try to hit Success Club 5 or more and try to advance your business when it comes to ranking. And I just want to go over that real quick with you guys because I think we all should be a part of Team Cup. And I know Erin, I don't know if Erin, your team, you guys already have your teams established, right?
Yeah, we're doing them. We don't have a call tomorrow because I have a 40th surprise birthday party on a Wednesday night. So weird. So we're gonna do it the following because I think the deadline August 1st. Yeah, August 1st,
Yeah.
I believe. We're gonna sign up next week. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to find your teams. I need a team. We all need teams. And I typically pair up with my new coaches. So let me just show you how to access Team Cup because I know sometimes we're like, where do you go to find it? It's so easy. And let me just give you a little background information what it is. Mike, are you going to do a Team Cup team? You look like you're falling asleep. Am I boring you? Hello? Okay, I guess I'm boring him. You gonna unmute yourself and say hey?
I need to put this thing down, then I look like I don't know.
You look like you're sleeping on the job.
Flying an airplane or something. Yes, I'm gonna run a cup.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this is where you guys go to find out information. So you just go into your back office. And right on your dashboard, it will say at the bottom, accelerate your business with the Team Beachbody Cup. So you want to click right there and it'll take you right to the FAQ or to the information. So you just click here. Okay, so you can read it's basically what I just explained. It's for the whole month of August. You register here, you register your team. Usually there's one person that is like the captain and he or she will register the team. You come up with like a fun team name. So you'll be with 4 other coaches and you earn points. So you get 1 point for every Success Club point. You get 3 points for every rank advancement. So if you are a coach and you rank to Emerald during the month of August, you earn 3 points for your team. Same if you rank from Emerald to Ruby or Emerald to Diamond, you get 3 points per rank per coach. 1 bonus point for each coach that has an active group on BOD groups. So if you decide to open a BOD group with your team, you each get a point. It's like I said, it's just a fun, healthy competition. You earn some really cool prizes. I mean, MBF shirts. Look at this fun chair, Mike. We need these chairs for the kids' games. And then you get AirPods too, but you got to obviously read the qualifications first. But it's just a fun way to pair up with maybe a new coach you don't know, get to know coaches on Team Self-Made, and just have fun with it, really. So think about who you want to pair up with, send them a message. I will also send my coaches, like I'll probably be pairing up with my new coaches, and we will hopefully start doing that. And once your team is paired up and you guys registered, come up with a name and share your team in our team page so we could celebrate you. Any questions about Team Cup? Okay, so let's start with the training. So the first training, how many of you listened to Ashley Molstad's training? No one? Sam did? Meg? All right, cool. We're gonna listen to it again because it was good. I mean, it was fire. Okay, can you guys see my screen or no? Forgot to click share screen, hold on. So grab your notebooks because it was really good. I just have to get it. Here we go. I have to find exactly where it's at. And I will share these links in our team page too.
Morgan Elliott. Kayla Sykes. Krista Walsh. Congratulations to our new 8-star Diamond coaches. Shauna Blum.
Again, it's slow because it's zooming.
And so
Oh, here we go.
when it was time for me to from me
So she talks about inviting
without sounding
without sounding salesy. Hold on.
Jolie McLeod.
Okay. I'm just gonna let it play.
Kate Georgiuski. Danielle
Hey,
Lichtai.
I know her.
Eris Roman Perez. Carol Schneider. Virginia Scroggins. Congratulations to our new 11-star Diamond coaches. Nicolette Anderson and Val Bozzo. Congratulations, all new 5 to 11-star Diamond coaches.
Congratulations on all of those fantastic rank advancements. You know, a highlight from last year's summit was a training done by our next speaker who teamed with Elite 10 coach Emily Favre to share best practices on presenting yourself on social media. It was one of my favorite presentations. Well, we are pleased to have her with us today to share her approach to selling, or rather, how the opposite of selling can have a profound impact on your coaching business.
Can everyone hear
Now,
it?
these practices have definitely served her well. She is passionate, always herself, a true leader, someone whose voice on the Coach Advisory Board is always thoughtful and relevant, and she has been Beachbody's top coach for the past 2 years. Please welcome Ashley Molstad.
Hi, coaches. I am so excited to share with you one of the most common questions that I get, and that is, how do I get people to purchase from me without sounding salesy? And so today, I'm going to share with you my strategies, and I hope to give you some tangible takeaways, but mostly, I think what I'm going to share is a mindset shift. I want to take you from thinking I have to sell to at least 3 people a month to hit my goals to it is my responsibility to share these gifts with as many people as I possibly can, because the art of sales is in not selling a thing. Selling is about inspiring yourself or someone else to take action. And the key is believing in your product. The more you believe, the higher your conversion rate's going to be. So let me give you an example I think can all relate to: the iPhone. My very first cell phone was a flip phone. And when the iPhone came out, people were talking about it, and I just didn't think I needed it. I didn't understand the value of it. I thought my phone worked just fine, right? I could call, I could text. What more did I want? But people kept talking about it. And at first, it was just celebrities, it seemed like. But then it was people that I knew, people I trusted who said that I needed it. And so when it was time for me to upgrade, I got the iPhone. And they were right. I did need it. It made my life so much more convenient. I had the entire internet at my fingertips. I could access Facebook, check my email. I could do anything right from the palm of my hand wherever I had Wi-Fi or a signal. And of course, yeah, there's other phones out there that can do some of these same things that probably make your life easier. But for me, Apple makes my life seamless. My phone is connected to my computer, is connected to my watch, is connected to my iPad. I can text from my computer, FaceTime people. I do voice texting with them, and so many more things. I believe Apple is a superior product. I believe in the value of the iPhone. And so if someone's in the market for a new phone, it's easy for me to share with them my love for Apple. I don't need to sell them on the iPhone. I just have to share how it works for me and my passion for it, right? I don't worry about them thinking that I'm selling to them or, wondering what they'll think about me. I just share my passion and my beliefs for something that has improved my life that I think could improve theirs. Now, maybe you're not an Apple user, and if you heard what I just said, I think you should be. But I'm going to give you another example that maybe you can relate to. So I'm driving down the road, and I see someone pulled over. It looks like they're broken down. So I stop to help them, and they tell me that they're out of gasoline. Their car ran out of gas, right? Well, it turns out that I have an extra container of gasoline in my car. I have the solution to fix their problem. And so since I know that I have the solution and I see someone that needs my solution, I don't have any issues offering it. I don't need to know the right technique to share this gasoline. I don't need to know how to close them. I definitely don't worry about convincing them that they need what I have. I just need to know what I've got and tell them about it. I'm not in the business of convincing. I'm in the business of sharing what I believe in. So I'm not going to concern myself with their thoughts of maybe thinking I'm crazy, or is she just trying to get commission off of me? I don't care about that. I know that I have what they need. I know that I have their solution. And so it wouldn't matter to me if they saw the value in what I have, because I do. And maybe they won't take me up on the offer, and that's okay. Again, I'm not here to convince them. I'm just going to get back in my car with my gasoline and drive away and find the next person that might need my solution. And maybe I'll keep driving and I'll circle back by that person, and they'll still be broken down, pulled over, and maybe now they believe that this could work for them. But the point is, I don't care if they don't see the value in what I'm offering, because I do. And I'm going to keep presenting it to more and more people, whoever needs my solution, and keep showing up for that person who doesn't believe me, who maybe sees me help that next person and finally believes it could work for them too. Now, when sales is involved, you're going to get objections. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Because when you have a conversation involving sales, one person is going to win. Either you will sell them on a yes, or they will sell you on a no. And the person that wins is the one with the bigger belief. And so when you're sharing with the belief of the thing that has changed your life, the thing that was your solution, I want you to remember to keep the focus on them. Remember who you're serving. Because if you're thinking that you need to help 3 people purchase from you every month to hit Success Club, then your focus is on selling 3 challenge packs a month. That is focusing on what other people can do for you. But if instead you were to focus on sharing what our products have done for you, and also sharing that it can help other people, then you're focused on serving them. So it's not, I need to sell 3 challenge packs this month. It's, I need to share this with everyone and find the people who need my product. So when you get a no, and you will, you can say, I guess that wasn't my person. I wonder who it'll be. Next person. So now that you've nailed down your passion and belief, we can move into my 5-step sales evolution. The first step you're probably super familiar with. It is to build relationships. You are not a salesperson. You are a conversation expert. You'll go out and find prospects and be genuinely interested in getting to know them. And then once you've got that relationship built, you can move into understanding their problem. What do they need? Where do they want to go? What is blocking their path to get there? And this is important because if you don't know their problem, then you cannot present a solution. Like, if they were to tell you, hey, I have no issue getting my workout in. I already spend, an hour and a half a day going to the gym and I'm driving to and from. The issue isn't my workout. Where I struggle is nutrition. Then you wouldn't want to come back at them and present your solution of, well, we work out at home and it's 30 minutes a day and it's super convenient, makes it really easy. They're like, okay, but that wasn't my problem. You want to focus on their problem. And then once you know their problem, you can move into deciding whether or not you can help. And you have to honestly evaluate whether or not what we have is what they need. Now, we generally do have a solution for almost every problem out there, I feel like. But if we don't, like if they want a get rich quick or to lose 50 pounds in a week, then you cannot sell them what we have. Because if you get them to purchase something that they don't want or need, then you have an exchange value, and that isn't a sustainable business that will last. So if you're just focused on the Success Club points, you can get caught up in selling something that they don't need or want. But if we can help, and generally we can, then you can move on to step 4, which is presenting our solution. But you have to present it in a way that generates emotion. People only purchase things based on how they feel. Every single one of us has bought something before that we couldn't afford simply because we had decided that we needed it. This is kind of silly, but I remember in high school, I had no money, right? High schoolers don't. But I saved up all my pennies to buy some designer jeans. I didn't need those specific jeans, but I felt like I did. People don't buy based on need, they buy what they want. So now when you've presented your solution based on evoking some emotion from them, you can move on to step 5, which is where we exchange the value. They've decided to invest in you and invest their money into this. But now it's time that you have to invest back into them. Get to work on helping them build their belief that they made the right choice. You already know the vital behaviors. You have to be proof that the products work. You work out and you drink your shake, right? I've talked about that. That's the building belief in our product. You have to share, connect, invite, build those relationships, and offer our gift to people, offer this solution. You've got to get to work on helping them see results. That's the part where we exchange value, right? But you also need to work on your mind. And for me, this is the most important, doing your personal development, because the hardest sale that you will ever make is to yourself. You have to work hard on selling yourself to yourself. I know when I first started in this business and I was a team of 1, I didn't know I was going to be a 2-time top coach. I didn't know exactly what my future held with Beachbody. I knew I was going to be successful. I believed I was, because I was just going to keep showing up until I was successful. And when things got hard and I thought about quitting, which will probably happen to almost all of you, it was never really an option for me. I knew that I could be successful in this if I just kept showing up, stayed consistent, built that belief, and did the work. And once I started believing that I was the gift, that if someone joined me, that I was the prize that they were purchasing with their pack, my business totally changed. Now, our super trainers are amazing, obviously, right? We love them, and they run these incredible test groups when programs launch. And those are an awesome perk, but that's not the prize. Because people, when they purchase, they can get that from any coach. They can join that group purchasing from any coach, but they can only get you one place. And when they join that super trainers group, they're one of 40,000 people. But when they sign up with you, they get your intimate group, your coaching, your community, and that is a gift that you get to give to people. You are the prize Don't sell yourself short. Sometimes people are like, well, why wouldn't I go with the top coach? You know, why wouldn't I go with someone in the top 10 or whatever? Because they're not following top 10 people. They're following you. They like your story. You have to believe that they should join you. When you are a team of one, you have to act like you could be top coach one day or an elite coach one day or top 10 or whatever your goal is. Believe that you are the prize. If you're struggling in this business, you are struggling on your belief in one of two areas. Either you don't believe in our products, which I'm guessing isn't the case for most of you, because since you're a coach, you probably love our products. So the other area is that you're struggling on your belief in you. And the good news here is that you are in control of choosing how you think about these things. I talked about how it's our responsibility to share. It is our responsibility to step up and allow this to change our lives and then pay this blessing forward. Emily Favre is one of the first coaches that ever enrolled with me. And I had to invite her like 4 times, and she ghosted me every one of them. We'd talk, and she'd seem super interested, right? We'd go back and forth, and then once it came time to sign up, she was gone. She went silent. And this went on for months. I would just kept following up, interested, and then gone. Until one day, she decided she was ready. And today, she is a 2-time top 10 coach, superstar diamond that has changed thousands of lives and is living a life she didn't even dream was possible for her back then. Not only is she the top leader on my team and one of the top leaders in the company, she is one of my very best friends. And I think about, like, what if I would have stopped inviting her? What if I'd given up because she ghosted me? Or because I thought maybe she thought I was selling to her? What if I'd stopped showing up because I got so many no's? Or haters came out and doubted my ability in this business? Or because I was worried that I'd sound salesy or be judged? What if I'd given up? I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be talking to you, and I wouldn't have had the impact that I've made on the thousands of lives that I have. What if my coach had never invited me? What if your coach had never invited you? Who are you going to invite? Whose life are you going to change because you are offering this gift? I am currently 79 months in Success Club. My record for Success Club points in a month is 604. My average is probably about 250. And I'm sure that sounds like I'm selling a lot, but my truth in my heart is that I don't feel like I'm selling anything. Yeah, of course. I mean, people are purchasing from me, but I have never sold a challenge pack. What I have done is fallen so in love with our products and opportunities and allowed them to change my life that I now see it as my responsibility to pay this gift forward. It is our job, our duty, to pour into this. Let it transform us and then show others it is possible for them. You have to live in the success of what you're selling. So what if someone thinks you're selling to them? So what if you hear a lot of no's? So what if you don't do it perfectly? If your heart is in the right place and your belief is deep, let whoever think whatever. Just get to work on building your belief, because then you can get to work on changing the world, or at least your little corner of it, one life at a time.
Thank you, Ashley. Okay, for those of you that don't know.
Oh my gosh, how good was that? Okay, hold on. Figure out how to. Oh, I can't figure out how to do this. Hold on. Okay, I want to hear takeaways. Unmute yourself. Like, I have a page of notes here. Did I give you guys the chills or what?
Absolutely. I love
Hey,
how-
Maggie.
Hi.
Hi. So my takeaway from that was when she said the hardest sale you'll ever have is to yourself. Because that's me, like, completely. I get it. I understand it. Love it. It's working for me to try and sell it to people. Right, that's where I'm struggling. And yeah, that quote right there, did it for me.
Yeah. Write it down.
I got it.
Note. You know, put it where you can see it, because that is right. That's where your mental block is. And once you break that down is when it's going to be, I just have the chills right now. Like, that is when your business is going to, that's when the shift is going to happen for you mentally, and your business is going to start to change, and it's going to flip for you. Yeah. Like when she said, I have to sell 3 challenge packs in a month to hit Success Club. How you have to switch that mindset into saying, it's my responsibility to help these people. I have this gift to share. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to show you what I believe in. I mean, I will watch that over and over again. And I love the gasoline example. It just is really good. What else?
I loved, so it's taken me a while to get to where she said it's 2 things holding you back. Either number 1, you don't believe in the products, or number 2, you struggle with yourself. And so I've been struggling with me, but just in the last few months, it's dawned on me what she said is that this truly is a gift and that I'm not selling anything. I know this works. And I told you, Maggie, can I share with the team?
Yes, I wrote you down on my notes when she said, obviously you love the products because you believe in them and they work for you. And I'm like, Laura.
So I know this works. I have been on 2 high blood pressure medications for years. My blood pressure was always about 160 over 100, which for those of you who may not know, that's like heart attack level. It's insanely bad. So I know this works. I'm going to try to make this brief, because when I signed on as a discount coach, and I had Shakeology just for the first month. And my blood pressure when I went to the doctor was down a little bit, but I had also started meditation. So then I decided Shakeology is too expensive, so I'm not going to do it. And I wasn't a coach. I was just a challenger. And my blood pressure went back up. And then last year, I joined as a coach. And since then, she has lowered my 2 doses of medication to half. And then just yesterday, my blood pressure was 108 over 65, which for those of you, again, who may not understand, that's low. That's on the very low end of blood pressures. She took me off of one of my medications. And the one that I'm remaining on is going to be cut in half again. So I know it's because of Shakeology. I know this because the pattern shows it. I've been on Shakeology for a year, and I've seen the decrease in my blood pressure over that year. So I'm no longer worried about heart attacks.
Now that's the gift of health right there.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that right there, you have this gift.
Yeah, and it just, I just want to scream it out to everybody that, you know, you got health issues, this is it. This is it. And one of my new challengers, I was so proud of her. I met her for coffee today. She has been doing MBF. She's on the lower obese end. And so fitness has not been her thing. She's tweaked her back now twice and gone to the chiropractor. And I just praised her up one side and down on the other, because she said, well, I'm finding a low impact thing that I'm going to start with, and I'm going to go to the chiropractor. So instead, and there's her mindset, instead of, screw it, this sucks, I've hurt my back, I'm not doing it. She's focused on, how can I make this work? And how can I fix this? So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you, now that you have a solution, Laura, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to run out of gas, and you're going to say, I have gasoline for you. And it may take once, twice, 3 times for them to turn around and realize that, you know, you have what, you know, you could help them. I love that. That just got me emotional. Anything else that really just stuck with you?
I love that she says, like, we can't be so fixated on Success Club, right? Because I'm guilty of that. I'm like, oh, I have, these 3 people I'm going to get this month. And I hit Success Club without those 3 people. They're 3 people I didn't talk to recently. They're people I reached out to 6 months ago that are finally ready. Like she's talking about, like Emily. So it was just a good reminder that this is all mindset. And like you said at the beginning, Mag, like this business is not hard unless you make it hard. It's not stressful unless we label it stressful. And I did that for the first 6-7 months of coaching. Oh my God, this is so stressful. I can't do this. And, you know, Lindsay taught me, you change that anxiousness to excitement and fun. And it hits different when you are having fun and reaching out to people and they see that, you know. So it was a good reminder. It's all mindset, because I get caught up in Success Club. Why? I don't know. It's just like in my head a thing, and I don't like it, but it's just how I roll. It's just like my goal each month, and you know, but it's just mindset's very powerful and is a very good reminder of that.
And life is full of rejection. It's how you deal with it is what's important. And I like how she said that we are the prize. So we, like, I think I left a message, I left a voice text on the new coach new coach mentorship chat, that we need to remind ourselves that we can't be catering to these people. They should be coming to us. We are the prize to be given out. We shouldn't be skirting around like, are you ready to buy yet? No. You say, listen, my group starts Monday. Are you in or are you not? You know, you are the prize. They follow you for a reason. Own that shit. Own it. Okay. Do we have time for one more training? Would you guys mind? It's so good. It's another really good one. I'm telling you, the notebook will be filled, but it's more of the business side of it, like building teams and talking about the business. Again, I will post all of these live stream links in our team page as well. So I do really recommend you all listen to Kim Carver. He works for corporate. He's amazing. He tells a story about his daughter. And I was like getting ready and I was crying. Mike's like, why are you crying? I'm like, oh, Kim Carver, he's just amazing. Like his daughter's on the spectrum and she just tells a story. And the best part about it is how he related it back to us being better together. And it's in the beginning of the Ashley Molstead session, which is the general session. So definitely watch that one. Okay, last one, and then we'll be done. It's an, oh gosh, shoot, now I don't remember. Is it an opening session? I think it is, hold on. It's the Holly Hillier one, if anyone remembers. I think she's at the end.
Make this, like, finally really get back to the Isabel, and it's happening. And it's in our products. What's been happening with the platform, literally in just a few.
Sort of the last that we'll be sharing here. And I left in tears and just happy. And reason that
is talk about their aha moment coming at Summit. You know, often it comes from hearing from another coach, a perspective on the business that you might not have considered, and suddenly things start to come into focus. Well, this is likely to be one of those learning experiences for some of you. Over the last few years, our next speaker has helped so many achieve their goals. She's built a thriving organization of successful coaches. She was the #2 coach in all of Team Beachbody last year, and so far this year, she's leading the pack. We are really excited to have you spend a few minutes with this superstar coach. Please welcome Holly Hillier.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so excited to be here and to be talking to you about one of my favorite topics ever, and that is how do you attract business builders to your business? This is what changed my entire business. And it is actually the top question I get asked by coaches, except instead of saying, how do I attract business builders? I get asked, how do I find business builders? And that one key difference has made a huge difference in my business. And so I want to walk you through how I attract business building coaches to me. So when I started this business, I was all about the vital behaviors. I followed the business activity tracker, but I was still struggling to find my coaches. And I started looking at my business and I realized I was hitting Success Club, but all of those people were customers. And so I started to go back and look through my social media. And I realized I was rocking my health and fitness journey. I was that product of the product. I was that great before and after. I could start a program, follow the nutrition plan, show my before and afters, share my entire journey. And so by doing that, I was attracting customers to me. I was attracting people who wanted the same results that I was getting on my health and fitness journey. And so I started thinking more in depth about this business and really realized there are two parts to this business. There are two before and afters. One, your health and fitness journey. That health and fitness before and after, that product of the product. But two, there is the coaching opportunity. The coaching opportunity has its own before and afters. The coaching opportunity has its own product of the product and showing up every day for your business. So I started thinking, how can I share my coaching journey similarly to how I share my health and fitness journey? And so I started talking about coaching daily. When I started talking about coaching daily, I thought of it in terms of what type of coach am I? What is that big vision? Why did I start my business? And I started looking at the coaches that I had recruited. So when I started looking at the reasons that potential coaches decide to sign up, kind of fell into three categories. The first were those coaches who signed up because they loved fitness. And these were the coaches that I had, right? I was recruiting incredible challengers, and they were seeing amazing results. And so they wanted to share that with other people. And so I was finding that type of coach. The second type of coach is the community building coach. The coach who says, I need this community. And truthfully, when I started my journey as a customer, I was depressed. I was alone and I was isolated, and I needed this community. The third type of coach, though, was really the coach that I was. And the reason I actually started my coaching journey. And that was the coach who really wants to build this as a business. They see this as an income-producing opportunity. So I have people who are like, yes, I'm in this for fitness, and my community people. And then the people who are like, yeah, I'm hardcore going to build a business and, make XYZ amount of income. And I realized that I wanted to attract the people who were like me, the people who were in this to build an income. And so when I started thinking about how I would talk about this daily, I realized I wanted to speak to that person, because that was the person that I wanted on the team with me. All three can make incredible business building coaches, but I wanted the coach who was like me. And so you can see in these images that two of them are me working with my son beside me. So one of my big goals was to leave my full-time corporate job and work with my son beside me. So instead of just posting a picture of me on a call, I included my son in it. I included the vision part of it. The middle photo is me and my son in my office. In this photo, I talked about our big dream, how we were going to fill these walls with dreams and visions of what our team would be. This is how I started talking about coaching. I started sharing my daily activities that I was doing, whether that be a Zoom call, whether that be learning from my team in team trainings, whether it be a community event or a live workout. And I started connecting that back to the potential coach that I was looking to attract. What part of the daily actions that I did would be attractive to that coach? I really focused on showing these people what was in it for them. So this first one is showing the business opportunity. Now, a lot of coaches will say, you know, oh, I'm not making XYZ amount of money. I haven't met this goal. I'm not here. I'm not there. What they don't realize is that it is a lot of the small wins along the way. So in this image, I am sharing a photo of me and my son, and we had just bought our first class tickets ever. And I was so excited to be able to fly first class. This had been on my vision board, which had been something I was sharing. But because I was in this to build a business, and I was in this to change our financial future, this was a step in changing our financial future. This was proof along the way. And this spoke specifically to the coach that I was trying to attract. So don't discount those silly little goals. That silly little goal is what it seemed like to me. Oh, I want to fly first class. Because the coach that you want to attract probably has those same goals and those same visions for her future. I realized that, you know, I was watching stories and I was showing things like a Zoom call and pictures of a bunch of women up on a screen. No one cares. And so I started asking myself, okay, how can I show them what's in it for them? What does this Zoom call represent that helps them realize I have tools for them? I have solutions for them. Just like we're showing our workouts and we're showing them this can be modified, or, you know, it's only 30 minutes, only 20 minutes, only 4 days a week. Here's how you can fit it in your life. That's what I wanted to show with these Zoom calls. And so in this one, I talk about how one of my biggest objections was I didn't want to be a salesperson when I started. So when you're thinking about that coach that you want to attract, another thing you want to do is think about her objections. What is she out there saying? Oh, I can't do it. I don't want to be salesy. I don't, this is a pyramid scheme. This is XYZ, whatever it may be. What are those objections she has? So I call them out, and then I illustrate how this call may combat that objection, how this call might be the solution to that objection. And so here, I'm talking about how I'm receiving a training that helps me connect with women and not sell to them. What does that do? It tells the potential coach that I am looking to attract that one, I was worried about being salesy. I felt it without being salesy. But more importantly than that I have the tools that will help her build this business without being salesy. So ask yourself, what is in it for them? That potential coach that you want to attract, what are her concerns? And how is this going to help her? And then question 2, am I inspiring people with my journey? Guys, again, going back to, it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. Whether you're in day 1 or year 5 like me, I still have that big why. So I want you to ask yourself, what is that big why? What is that huge vision that made you take that leap of faith? That made you say, yes, I'm going to do this because my dreams are bigger than my fears. And you want to share that vision. Here's the next thing you want to do. You want to share the steps along the way in that vision. Okay, so my initial vision was to retire from my full-time corporate job. That was not something I was about to do in a month, 3 months, 6 months, right? It was something that was going to take time. So just like in our health and fitness journey, say, I have challengers who need to lose 100 pounds, 200 pounds. I'm not saying to them, I'm not going to celebrate with you until you lose those 200 pounds. We are celebrating every single pound along the way. Every pound, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. We're celebrating every single program they complete. You want to give your potential coach you are looking to attract a way to celebrate with you on that big journey. Because that big vision, that big why, it's often her big why. So she's seeing her dreams within your big dreams. And then she is able to come along with you. So sometimes those big dreams seem so big. They seem so big. They seem insurmountable. How could I ever retire from my full-time coach job? How could I ever retire my husband or move to the city I want to move to? Those were all my dreams. And they seem too big. Let people celebrate along with you. So let them celebrate you buying that first class ticket. Let them celebrate you hitting emerald or you hitting diamond. If you have your diamond goal date, I'm going to be diamond by this date. Show them the work every day and get them excited. Guys, I am one step closer to hitting that rank that will help me on my way to my big dream. Let them celebrate things like, I wanted to pay for my son's private swim lessons. That speaks to the mom that I want to speak to. Do not discount where you are on your journey because of the steps you still have ahead of you. And then finally, I realized that I just wasn't constantly in recruiting mode. I want you to ask yourself every day, am I constantly recruiting? When I was pushing for Elite the first year with my team, I was like, all right, I've got these 5 coaches. They all say they want to work the business. And these are going to be my 5 diamonds. We are going to be an Elite 5-star team because of these coaches. And I stopped recruiting. I gave control of my business to those other coaches who may not have wanted that goal as much as I did. You can never want that goal more than your own coach does. And so what I realized was, well, I can't control the actions of others. I can control my actions, which means I can constantly be recruiting. And then I know I have the trainings and resources that I can hook them up with, get them in, get them started right, so they can see success if they choose that to be their path. But it is not up to me to want this more for them than they want it for themselves. And so I realized I had to start sharing every day. I had to inspire people every day. And so this picture that says my office on it is from right when I started coaching. I was still working my full-time corporate job. And I had gotten off work and I sat down outside again to work. I mean, how many times can you take a picture of you in front of a computer, right? But I started talking about how this outside would one day be my office. How I would leave the crazy 20-floor corporate building with big mahogany desks and this tiny backyard full of sunshine. That would be my new office. That was speaking to the person I was trying to attract to me. Those are her goals. Those are her dreams. Same thing with my Manic Monday post. I took a photo of me sitting there in my corporate job, right? I'm still working full time. I was on my journey, but I realized I needed to speak to the pain points, my pain points, but those were also my potential coaches' pain points. Monday, in an office, in Excel sheets, 10 hours a day by myself. No team, no community. No income freedom. Nothing more than a 2% raise every single year. That spoke to the pain points of my avatar. And so while I realized I needed to be posting these several times a week, I also needed to be behind the scenes, inviting to coaching. So again, you really want to think about how often are you talking about coaching? How often are you sharing your big vision? And so finally, really all that this is, attracting business builders to you it's sharing your coaching journey. We're going to start with our big vision. That will always be the underpinning of why you are starting this business. So we're starting this business with that big vision. And then from there, we're going to break that down into smaller goals. We're going to share those smaller goals, and we are going to take people on the journey with us. And then we just share the daily actions we do every day. Our action hours, our Zoom calls, our just sitting in front of our computer messaging people, working from our phone while our babies play beside us. Share the things that are going to be attractive to your potential business builder, the woman you are trying to attract, your dream coach. That is what is going to attract coaches to us. Allow us to develop them with the incredible resources and tools we're given. And then you will forever and always rinse and repeat. We will continue doing that every single day. And guys, 5 years later, my goals look different, but they are still my goals. And those big visions are still there. And so that is what you want to focus on. The big vision. Taking people on the journey. Before and afters along the way. And truthfully, you want to make sure you are dreaming so big and sharing a dream so big that others can see their dreams within yours. That your potential coach, that dream coach you are looking to attract, her dream fits in yours.
Thanks, Holly.
Okay, another good one. Okay, I know it's 9:15, we're way over our hour, but real quick, can we share some things that just kind of like jumped out at us? I'm gonna start calling names.
Hello, Maggie. That's the second time I heard that one, and the thing that keeps standing out to me is that is her reminding us to share, especially us moms and like, you know, the teacher moms, the ones that we have all of this other stuff like going on, is to share that part, is to make that, because I actually just had someone message me today asking me, her exact question was, wait, you're a teacher, right? When do you do this? And it's a reminder that we can share all of those stories, all of that little bit, like she's showing like pictures of her son with her. Like we should be doing that stuff more, not just the workouts, not just the, you know, the pretty pictures of when all the coaches are together, but just everything.
And not only do you share like when you're doing this, you need to share why you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know sometimes for me, I get hung up on, sometimes we want that perfect picture, you know, we want that Instagram-worthy picture, but sometimes it's just you're in the middle of changing a diaper, or you're in the middle of a pile of laundry, you know. So and this is for myself too, like don't be afraid to share that stuff. We don't have to look perfect on TV.
Yeah, the pictures that I think are gonna bomb are the ones that get the most engagement. But the ones that are like professionally photographed, that's when I'm like, you know. Okay. Someone sounds like Darth Vader. Who is that? Okay. Come on, people. Anyone?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I just, it's always such a good reminder when she said that we have to talk about the business more, because I'm so like, you know, about my workouts, of how I'm doing it, of, you know, come and join me, because, you know, I love the community that we have, but I also have to remember, like, the community that I'm in is not really the challengers, is you guys, is the coaching. So it's like, this is what I really need to share. This is what I love, and what keeps me going is this group, the coaches. It's not the challengers. Yeah, they motivate me and keep me accountable like everybody else, but it's this group, this community that makes me feel like amazing. Like it's like a family. And so I have to, you know, share this part more, because I know just myself, like being a mom and totally, and I know I'm not alone in this, but, you know, putting our kids and our families first, forgetting, like losing those friendships and stuff like that when we get into that stage. And now that I'm doing this, I have like friends, I have a social life, I have people I can count on or talk to, and it's because of the coaching. So it's like that is like, you know, a good reminder, like I have to share the coaching more, because this is the community that I want to bring people into. Not, yes, working on all the stuff is awesome, but feeling like you belong is like what gets me. And that's what I want to do. Like that's what I want to get people into.
I love that.
Is the community. So
it's so true. And like And your clients like that are in your challenge groups are watching you build a business and build this community. And they're going to see that and they're going to be like, I want to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just attracting like your non-clients, because you're still attracting your clients already, as well as prospects and potential coaches, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had something to add to that. You know, I've been like, we've talked and, you know, I've done Beachbody way before. Like I told you, I've got the box sets to prove it. I'll pull them out for you if you like. I keep them as momentums, use them as frisbees nowadays. But, you know, what really got me to do the coaching part, and I think I discussed it with you, is when you guys decided to share, you know, the fact that you left your full-time job. Who doesn't want to leave their full-time job when they have a boss to be their own boss, be able to share it with their families, and make it lucrative? So you sharing that, I'm sure, didn't just draw me in. I'm sure it drew others in. So, I mean, that coaching right there just brought me back full circle to the conversation of why I decided to do the coaching part of it. It was always just, oh, you know what? I love Beachbody business, you know, the fitness. I will always go to Beachbody. It's what works for me. I love the convenience. I love the shakes. I love all that. That's what I love. So I'm just going to keep that to myself. But both of these trainings that you had me watch, because unfortunately I've been working 7 days a week, you know, it's just been hard for me to catch up on these things. And it was so nice for you to share that with us. And it just brought it back full circle of everything that brought me and enticed me to join your challenge group, with sharing your journey, sharing, not being salesy. Every now and then I'd get a pop-up, hey, you're invited. I have a challenge group. Do you want to join? You know, was thinking about you. It just came full circle. So I just want to let you know that, yeah, you know, I see what worked for me to become a coach. So yeah, I definitely, you see it on your side, but it gives you a different perspective of it and gives you a really inside look of it. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And
so I just want to add to that, like the difference between when you started Beachbody before and now that you're in Beachbody, you see a difference because probably of your leader, right? Maggie has changed the way you think about Beachbody now than you did before. So it is in that video we saw, it's about your leader. It's about your coach. Like, you are going to join because I'm going to become your coach. That's why you want to join. It's the community that we're going to build together. And I think Maggie has honestly done such a great job on that. And yeah, when people talk about Beachbody and they say, I've heard a lot of bad things, in my mind, I'm like, man, you probably got not a great leader, not a great coach, because I haven't felt any of that being in this team.
Good. Yeah, I mean, think about your coach and what was the reason why you're here on this call. I mean, I'm not all of your coaches. I'm not the sponsor for all of you. I mean, there's so many different coaches up on here. Like, think about it. Like, what made you invest and open your own health and fitness business? What was it about your sponsor that really attracted you? So think about that when you start sharing it on social media, and you need to start sharing it on social media, right? Perfect.
Can I say one thing, Maggie?
Yeah, and I was actually going to say one thing about you too, Laura.
Oh.
I'm wondering if it's the same thing, but go ahead, go.
No, you go ahead and we'll see.
I watched the Holly Hillier video, okay? And I literally was scrolling social media, and I see Laura's post about the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, oh my gosh, she just watched the Holly Hillier video, because you talked about that's your vision to go, because you went there already, but you wanted to go back there, right? Is that, and you're hoping that your goal is that the business is going to take you back there.
Yep. I wanted to just kind of add two things. Number one, Maggie is my upline coach, and she was so patient with me and taking time and explaining things, even on phone calls, and because she didn't give up on me. I mean, we started in January of 2019, and I didn't sign up until June as a coach. And as a matter of fact, I told her at the start of May, I am signing up. I happened to catch her and Mike on the Zoom by accident. I'm signing up. And it still didn't happen for another month and a half. So thank you for being patient with me. I love you for it.
I love you too.
And my second one is more of a question to my teacher friends out there, because in my mind, and please forgive me, any other occupation, but in my mind, teachers are, and probably nurses too, would be the few occupations where you sound like you're heartless if you want to leave your job. I mean, that's my mindset. Like, oh, you don't love kids. How can you not enjoy teaching? How can you want to leave your job? So how would you phrase things like Holly had shared? Oh, don't have to clock in from 8 to 5, or don't have, do you understand my question? How do you phrase it that it's not the kids? I love the students, but it's the struggle of the politics that come with it.
And every teacher is like that, you know,
like that.
But there's not, I mean, it definitely is your delivery. But you obviously don't want to be like sitting at your teacher desk, like with the frown and be like, I want out, you know, but I'm out of here. But I mean, definitely, like, I know, for example, like Jackie, she already has it set that she's going to be leaving. Like, her thing is #2025. Like, that is her goal. And so she's kind of slowly talking about that, like, that she has big visions other than what she's doing right now in her current situation. I just have this feeling in the pit of my stomach that teachers are there's going to be a huge turnover rate for the next couple of years with teachers. And I'm totally going off subject, I shouldn't. But yeah, I mean, I think you have to be very delicate about it. And I always talk about teaching all the time, and I never ever say anything negative about it. I just say that my life changed, or something in me changed, clicked, where I realized that that wasn't my passion anymore, you know? So yeah.
Can I continue? So here's another thing too, Laura, because when I first started coaching, and Maggie can she remembers this. I was always the one like, I'm never leaving teaching. I love teaching, blah, blah, blah. You know what? You go through phases in life, and there's nothing wrong with having more than one passion.
That's true.
And teaching and education in general has changed since day one. And depending where you teach, you know, your teacher burnout is a real thing, and you hear about it and people talk about it. Actually, you hear about it in education. You don't hear it. The public doesn't talk about teacher burnout because it's like something you just don't talk about because of, you know, oh, it means that you, whatever, don't love your job, or it has something to do with the kids. But I would just say, it's okay to have more than one passion in life, and it's okay to go through phases in your life. Why do you have to do something until the day you die? You know, why does that mean just because you went to college and got a degree in education? Why is it a life sentence? You know, you have this healthy life that you're living, and you now have this, and I don't know, it sounds cheesy or corny, but like a vibrance now. You want to be doing, like, you want to be doing more exciting things. And there's nothing wrong with being a teacher and being something else. I mean, shit, for so long I was a teacher, a waitress, a bartender, you know what I mean, just to make ends meet. And I don't think that it's wrong to talk about wanting to do something different, especially if it gives you more time with your family, you know. And like Maggie says, we're still teaching. We're teaching people how to be healthy. We're teaching people how to be a CEO. We're teaching people how to believe in themselves and to set goals and to reach them. So don't worry about what anybody says. And sometimes maybe we have to be more honest about teaching, because sometimes we're the hero and sometimes we're not. But no one really knows what it's like unless they're a teacher. So I would say just don't be afraid to talk about it.
Yeah,
And
you can
share
talk
it.
about how you now, like, you're very passionate about helping others, and you have a side gig, and you could talk about your side gig, and and when you get your vision, like where you can maybe go part-time, and now your side gig is now you know what I mean? Like, you can slowly talk about it that way too.
Can I add something, please? Just because we are in the public eye does not mean you owe anybody an explanation for anything. People that are working in HR, people that are dental assistants, nobody feels the need to justify to what they're doing. But because we're in front of a lot of people and it's an online business, somehow we feel we have to do that. You don't have to. Why do I need to? Can I ask?
It truly politics.
Okay, so that's your truth, and you are allowed to own that 100%. 100%. And spoiler alert, you guys, every single one of us is judged right now. Whether we're a teacher, whether we're a Beachbody coach, no matter what we're doing, people are judging you. So if you don't want to be a teacher anymore, then you don't want to be a teacher anymore. I really don't think anybody would ever see that and think that woman hates children. So no. And I know you don't really think that, but
that's the judgments on them.
Yeah. And like Maggie said, this is a gradual thing, and none of these people pay your bills. So I know that's easier said than done, but you do what you want to do, girl.
And Laura, I was talking with someone on my team, a coach on my team today, and she is a doctor, and we were talking about how she only shares things with certain people because she just wants to stay professional, right? And I totally understand, like, there's so many teachers on here, and God forbid we have some other light in our life as a teacher. We all feel that way. And I can totally relate to that. That's why I was so scared to start posting on social media, because if you share that you are a human being whatsoever, you're fired. That's what I was taught in college. Facebook was new. Social media was new. And I'm like, guys, that's why I am the way I am. Like, because that's what I was taught in college. Like, if you show yourself anywhere online, you're done. And so as teachers, I feel like it's drilled in our heads, and it sucks that, like, I love what Sam said, and Lindsay, like, you do you. Like, you can have more than one passion. That doesn't mean that you don't still love teaching. But like Maggie said, sometimes, like, how are we supposed to know when we go to college we want to be a teacher or a dentist or a nurse or whatever? It's like, I totally understand where you're coming from. We're like, we always feel like we have to say the right thing so we don't come off a certain type of way. So you're not alone in that. And I feel like, most of the teachers on here would feel that way.
And also take a look at what you're actually doing. You're a health coach encouraging health and fitness. It's not like you ran away to join like a metal punk band and you're, like, there's nothing wrong with that either, by the way. I don't know what I thought, but this is a positive thing. Okay. It's a super positive thing.
And even today, my post, I did a transformation, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, what if I offend stay-at-home moms? And I'm like, Maggie, like, come on. Like, I still think that way, but yeah, you just can't. Like, right now, I'm keeping our family afloat financially. So I'm going to attract those people like me right now. So yeah.
Thank you,
I love this. Thanks, guys. All right, so does everybody have their game plan, their notebooks? I know that sounds totally cheesy, but it's true. I leave Summit a different person that I go into it. It sucks that we had a virtual one, but I feel like Beachbody killed it. And I really hope that you all take the time to listen to the trainings and just listen to Carl and Michael. And they're goofballs, but they just kept us going the whole week. it still will fill your bucket the same way if you were there live. And like I said, it's just going to remind you of the legacy that you are leaving and the ripple effect that you are going to have on all the lives that you will impact. But you have to take the action and do the shit. Some coaches, like I said, are going to do something with it and some won't. And you get to decide which one are you going to be. Are you going to be the coach that does the work? So that's all I got. Team Cup people, let's get your teams ready. We have, 10 more days left in the month. So find your people. I mean, we're a team, so even if you don't know the people, you're going to get to know them based on your Team Cup. What else? Am I missing anything? Mike typed up all the Push to Diamond people that he, Mike, I'm going to, oh shoot, my picture fell. All the people that are going to be pushing the diamond for the rest of the year up here. And just be on the lookout because he's going to be in your inbox probably every single month asking you what behaviors you are doing to get there. Because he wants to highlight your name or put a big star in it when you hit diamond. And I will say there are several of you on here that are like that close to getting there. So it will happen probably within the next month. Right, Mike? That was all his idea too, by the way.
Right. No, I'm just so excited to be working with all of you on that list. And if there's anything that I can do, that Maggie can do, that your coach can do, reach out to us. We're here for you. If you're on that list, you're on that list for a reason. We're going to get you there.
Yeah, you have Natalie and Kelsey on here twice. So I guess they're going to hit 2-star?
Yeah.
Because they're going to hit diamond twice.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for staying patient with me. Should we do a quick boom? Real quick. All right. Okay. All right, ready? Just a wave. I'm so boring. Yay. All right, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm planning out a team call with Brad Bizjack. He loves us, and he really wants to hop on and talk to you guys about what's been going on, and maybe throw us some energy, positive energy, and some ideas on what we can be doing with our business. So we may have him on next Tuesday. But otherwise, I recorded this call, so I'll post it in the team page tomorrow, and I will post all of these live stream recordings so you guys can go back. And I really hope that you get out of Summit the way that you're supposed to if you're there live. So with that, I love you all so much. Mwah! Thank you for making my day. Bye, guys.